Vincent, and I'm here to tell you the story of how I met, wooed, and married the beautiful Anne Page. It's a complicated tale, and most of it has very little to do with me, but perhaps I can be explained by the presence of a much more famous face.
Hello, my name is Falstaff. Sir John Falstaff, to be exact. You might remember some such Shakespearean plays as Henry IV Part 1 and Henry IV Part 2, and, of course, Henry V. Actually, in Henry V, Shakespeare specifically mentioned me as being dead, but surprise, I'm back. I'm ready to party like crazy. All I need is some money and some women.
Falstaff, a visitor to the town of Windsor, was living up to his considerable reputation as a troublemaker. You see, him and his men had offended the local justice, a man by the name of Shallow, along with his nephew Slender and Parson Evans. They made their accusations public.
Yeah, I made my man killed my dear brother.
I mostly deny that.
And your men distracted me and stole my purse.
I almost entirely deny that.
But the biggest complaint of all was Falstaff's reputation as a womanizer.
This I do not deny.
But their complaints against Falstaff, however, went nowhere.
Woo! No one touches the Falstaff.
So Shallow, Slender, and Parson Evans were left to go amongst themselves about the happenings of the day, including news that the local beauty, a girl named Anne Page, had recently inherited some 700 pounds.
That's it, Nate. Why? She's beautiful.
Shallow soon forgot all about Falstaff and turned his attentions toward more pressing matters.
There was a way to get Sunday married off and somehow get a hold of engagement.
As you may have guessed, there was a way to accomplish both goals.
Have a Sunday, you have to marry it. But, you just talk to the wife. You can do that, can't you?
Unfortunately, young Slender was horribly, inexplicably, and terribly bad with women.
Hi, my name is Anne. What's yours?
Uh,
So, would you like to come over for dinner? My father's invited everyone.
I like parabating.
And so it was decided that Slender would woo Anne by wire. Parson Evans offered out his own spring and deliver his orders to Anne Page's trusted confidant, Mistress Quickly.
Number one in Windsor knows more of Anne's mind than I do.
But interestingly, Slender was not the only one trying to woo Anne. Quickly's master, a doctor named Caillou, had also set his eyes upon the beauty.
Hello, my name is Monsieur Caillou. I am a doctor. I am French, and how do you say very attracted to ladies? What?
Oh, nothing.
Dr. Caillou was sure he had an inside up to Anne Page. He had employed Mistress Quickly so as to be assured of success.
Number one in Windsor knows more of Anne's mind than I do.
What is this?
Needless to say, Caillou was very upset to discover that he had competition. But he was even more upset to discover that Quickly had been helping his man to competition.
I will cut his throat in the park and teach that skirt jackanape priest to meddle.
Naturally, the French doctor rushed off and challenged the parson to a duel. But you hear more about that later. For now, the important thing to know is that I, Fenton, finally arrived on the scene, calling upon Mistress Quickly, you see. I too saw Quickly's help in wooing the lady Anne.
Never a woman in Windsor knows more of Anne's mind than I do.
What news? How does pretty Mrs. Anne?
I'll be sworn on a book that she loves me.
Little did I know, she had said the same thing to Slender and to Caillou. You see, Quickly herself had not made up her mind which of Anne's many suitors were good enough for Anne.
There's just so many of them.
Ironically, the one person in the story who is not doing pretty Anne Page was Sir John Falstaff. He was busy seducing two of the town's wealthiest women, Mrs. Ford and Mrs. Page, Anne's mother. Through this seduction, he hoped to access their husband's vast riches.
If I get some money and they get some Falstaff, I'll simply write them a letter confessing my love. No doubt I'll get my money before tonight's end. Let's see here. Dear madam, ask me for no reason why I love you, for you are not young, but you are married, and you love sack. And by sack, I mean Spanish wine. We have so much in common. Please be mine. Yours truly, John Falstaff.
Now Falstaff had a lot to do. There was wine to be drunk, beds to be placed, and mischief to be made. So he saved himself a little time by copying the same letter and sending it to both Mrs. Ford and Mrs. Page.
It's a win-win.
Needless to say, they weren't very pleased by the letters. Even As so, when they realized they had sent identical notes. Falstaff had impeached their virtue by assuming they had cheated on the husbands. And he had insulted their vanity by assuming they cheated the husbands with him.
Ew.
And so the two wives decided how best to respond to his letter.
I say let us be revenged upon him.
I'll consent to any act of villainy.
Wait, I have a plan. First, we write him a letter and invite him to your house.
But what about my husband?
Simple.
Invite Falstaff over here? Then check him in. Take him again to the laundry basket. Throw him off the, what? The river? So scandalous.
Falstaff had bigger problems than the last podcast. See, Falstaff's own men had grown tired of his antics and decided to inform Mr. Ford and Mr. Page of Falstaff's intentions toward their wives.
Hey, Mr. Page.
Yes, what is it? John Falstaff is doing what? With whose wife? That's very funny. But seriously, my wife would never do such a thing, especially not with Falstaff. You.
Mr. Ford, on the other hand, took the news very literally.
My wife's cheating me with John Falstaff?
A jealous man by nature, Mr. Ford decided to do a little investigating into this alleged affair. Now here's where the story gets complicated. Mr. Ford, calling himself Brooke, tries to hire Falstaff for intro Brooke, aka Ford, to sleep with Mrs. Ford, who, as we all know, was actually his own wife.
If she's going to with anyone, might as well be with me.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Falstaff.
What can I do for you, mister?
Brooke, call me Brooke.
Well, Mr. Brooke, what can I do for you?
There's a gentleman named Count who's touched me.
Are you-
Long about her, so much on her.
Are you sure you no promise of satisfaction in advance?
Never.
So give me your money, and I'll do it for you. I'll promise you in no time, all you'll be enjoying is Mrs. Ford.
Done.
Actually, Mr. Ford planned on catching Falstaff and his wife together and settling the matter once and for all.
This plan is foolproof.
Elsewhere, the duel between the doctor and the parson was about to begin. Each combatant made his way to the appointed place with the same exact determination to kill the other man. Who would survive this grim spectacle? Neither man knew, and so the fight would begin. Evans versus Dr. Caillou, round one.
Prepare to die, Monsieur Evans.
Show your face in front of the bar.
Come out and fight, you cowards.
Unfortunately, they had both been told to meet at different places. Caillou, hello? Evans. The duel would have to begin. Meanwhile, Falstaff arrived at the Ford house, intent upon wooing Mrs. Ford.
Come out, wherever you are.
Sweet Sir John.
Mrs. Ford.
So far, the plan was working perfectly. Falstaff had no idea that his two wives were in cahoots, not even when Mrs. Page showed up.
Page, what's the matter?
Mr. Ford, we're with the police. He says there's a gentleman here and he wants him arrested.
Whatever will we do?
Hide him in this buck basket and let the servants take him out with the wash.
Of course, the wives had been pretending that Mr. Ford was on his way. Little did they know that he actually was. Where is the scoundrel? But he did not think to open the laundry, and the servants took the basket away.
Blast, where could he have gone?
Meanwhile, at the Page's house, I finally had a chance to speak with the video play and Page driver. Watch the master at work. I see I cannot get thy father's love.
Why not?
He does object that I being down was my expense, seek to only heal it with his wealth.
Maybe he's right. Maybe you are only interested in my family's money.
No, outgrade thy father's wealth was the first motive, and yet gluing thee I found thee of more value than sums in sealed bags with stamps and gold bars, and 'tis the very riches of thyself that I now hate.
Oh, gentle Master Fenton.
Yes, darling. But nothing nothing is ever that easy. Despite the fact that Anne had now fallen in love with me, her father, Mr. Page, had already decided upon a different suitor for his daughter. And
Someone I like you.
Slender?
Wait, Slender's trying to say ability.
You do?
He says he would maintain the understanding.
Good master shall let him move for himself. Slender? Yes?
fortunately, Mrs. Page did not want her daughter to marry Slender.
Oh, thank goodness.
Unfortunately, she didn't want Anne to marry the French doctor Caillou.
What? I'd rather be boiled to death with turnips.
Mrs. Page ignored her daughter's protests. Mistress Cooley, however, saw Anne's reactions to Slender and Caillou and began to look more favorably upon me and Fenton.
A kind heart he had. A woman would walk through fire and water for such a kind heart.
Meanwhile, the French doctor had caught up with his opponent.
Therefore, will you not meet me?
Desiring Christian souls is the place appointed.
By God, you are a coward, did that dog John 8.
Dr. Evans, despite having second thoughts, knew he had no choice but to act tough.
I desire your friendship and one will another make you a knight.
Evans had no choice but to act tough.
I will not be urinals around Dave's Comstown.
Much better.
I didn't mean any of that.
The two men made their peace and the duel was canceled.
Hooray!
You see, Evans and Caillou discovered that they shared a common enemy.
God gave us direction.
Meanwhile, Mr. Ford, disguised once more as Brooke, was listening to Falstaff's description of the strange events of his rendezvous with Mrs. Page.
A bug basket, cramming the foul shirts, socks, smocks, greasy napkins that, Mr. Brooke, was the smelliest compound of ever offended nostril.
No.
Yes, what's more, before himself almost caught me, I looked at the bug basket, he found me out.
No.
Yes, but fate held its hand, you see. Destiny! I am destined to be with Mrs. Ford.
No.
Well, better go now.
I can't believe it. This plan is foolproof.
Instead, Ford headed off to his own house once more to try to catch Falstaff with his wife, not knowing that a second rendezvous was but a continuation of Mrs. Ford and Mrs. Page's plan to get the better of Falstaff. At first, things went exactly as they had before.
Falstaff.
Ford.
Falstaff, Mrs. Ford. Mr. Ford.
Mr. Ford.
But this time, they did not hide Falstaff in the laundry, opting instead to embarrass him even more, dressing him up as an old woman.
Ugly old woman. A very ugly old woman.
Not bad.
This time, when Mr. Ford arrived, he was sure that he knew where Falstaff was hiding.
Come forth, Sirrah.
Let the clothes alone.
Empty the basket.
But he did not find Falstaff in the basket. Ford did, however, notice the old and ugly woman is immediately suspicious. But instead of spotting Falstaff under the disguise, Ford up to a more colorful assumption.
Which?
Where? Which? And he proceeded to beat the witch out with a stick to drive him out of the house, never knowing it was actually Falstaff they struck.
Take that, nasty witch.
Ouch.
But Mrs. Page and Mrs. Ford took pity on the bewildered husband and confessed everything. Mr. Ford was deeply ashamed when he learned the truth of his wife's actions, and vowed never to doubt her again.
Henceforth, do what thou wilt. Thou wilt not stand as firm as faith.
Together they concocted a final plan to humiliate Falstaff.
Fight Falstaff from the pulpit at Oak Tree at midnight. Wearing horns on his head. Have the children jump out and scare them as fairies. That's brilliant. Strange but brilliant. No doubt will be enough, but more than enough embarrassment to elicit complete confession.
And so they went their ways to prepare for their final trip. Meanwhile, Mrs.
should this be?
Away, away!
Then the fairies.
Fairies? It says to torment sinners mercilessly. I have full staff hide.
Fairies, find the gem and pinch the part. Sorry, you can't.
Ouch, ouch, hey.
Keep drawing Falstaff. Serve God, keep your desires up, and your fairies will not pinch you.
I'll do anything.
So far so good, until the suitors began arriving.
Not exactly.
Buffoon, you almost married Shallow.
But I'd not have had him.
Ahem, good husband, do not be angry, for I had Anne dressed in green and married Dr. Caillou.
Then where is she?
Married to Dr. Caillou, I assume.
Sacre bleu, I have married a boy.
It's an easy mistake to make.
My God, I'm cousin.
And that is when I showed up with the real Anne Page.
Oh, how chance you not went with Master Swindle?
Or the doctor, because I love Master Fenton.
What?
And we've been secretly married.
How?
With some help from Mistress Quickly.
Oh.
In the end, everyone had learned a very important lesson.
We learned to trust our daughter.
I learned to trust my wife.
I learned not to get from it.
The end. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed this evening's performance of the Merry Wives of Windsor, starring